In fact, cancer wasn't the turning point event in my life. The turning point event in my life was actually my decision to do a mid-career switch. Basically, I started in a local MNC. So I've been there for about 17 years. So I climbed up the corporate ladder just like anyone else. Last drawn I known of was actually 5 figures. So life was actually pretty stable and good. But the reason I decided, or I even start thinking of leaving, is probably the stress level. At one point in time, the stress level was so high that it continuously hit me every morning. When I wake up every morning, I don't feel like going to work. I did spoke to my wife a couple of times of me leaving the job. We have a lot of expenses to take care. We have housing loan, we have things like our children expenses, parents expenses. So these are all the typical expenses that a lot of Singaporeans already have today. Just to roll back a bit, I've been looking at this real estate line for quite some time. I always have this keen interest to walk into show flats. So when I walk into show flats, the feeling is actually very good. Sure, be it in the renovation, the way the hype, the way the show flat was designed, the feel was very good. I always wonder how come buildings are built this way, layouts are this way, what are the advantages and disadvantages. So it's actually a passion thing. First year was not actually very smooth sailing, to be frank. It was tough. In fact, my first deal only happened a couple of months later. So the main one actually come out probably 5 to 6 months later. Some of the results happened to be good. I managed to close deals. I managed to get more consistent. I managed to up the pace of the work that I've been doing. As my career was actually on the road, I was struck with cancer. One fine day I woke up, I realized my vision, left eye was affected. So cut the story short, I went for a checkup and realized there was something behind my left nose. It was very near to the brain, although it didn't spread to the body, so he classified this as a stage 4 cancer. In fact, cancer wasn't the turning point event in my life. The turning point event in my life was actually my decision to do a mid-career switch. So actually it's a mindset thing. So when I decided to change my career, I have to change my mindset also. So you only have one chance in your life. So make the right choice, and I believe I did, and I managed to fight my cancer. So today, I'm actually cancer-free. These 3 points that I always strongly believe. First point is actually mindset. Negativity is always hits you every day in and out. Learn to accept negativity. It's when you accept it, then you can continue to focus on what your main task is. Second point I would like to also add on is actually this thing called problem solving. So when I put myself in a person's shoe, be it a bad person or a good person, I will be able to understand. So once I understand, I don't feel that it's a problem anymore, because from his perspective, it is not a wrong thing to do. So the third thing I would like to share is this thing called give unconditionally. What I mean is do not expect reward first before you give. Somehow when I continue to meet people, I share with people unconditionally all the knowledge, the skills, and the mentorship, okay? Somehow good things on the other side will happen to me.